welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads, and welcome to our first E3 predictions episode.
Yeah.
We're really excited about this because I like points. I like getting points, I like taking points away, and I like arguing.
Yep. So this is the start of our point system. You guys have heard us talk about predictions before. We're going to be adding predictions in regards to regular stuff, but this is just a completely separate E3 predictions points tally thing.
Right.
So after E3, we'll do that.
Right. You have your predictions based like by conference and like how all that's going to go down, and then I have just a bunch of ramblings over here. I have 10 selected ramblings.
Okay.
And so if those topics are not covered on yours, then I'll go ahead and bring those up. And because we're still new to the whole predicting thing, we're going to be able to agree or disagree with predictions. And the fun thing about that is, when you're making a prediction, you can only gain points. But if I agree or disagree, I can actually lose points if you're right and I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So half points on that. Because very few people are following us so far, I'll be keeping score. And if I win, then he'll probably go back and keep score after that. But yeah, predictions and E3 and what we want, what we think, and what we dare to dream.
Exactly. Starting off, this is just kind of an overall thing, and this isn't my predictions. This is just what we know is going to happen. Two things that we know are going to happen, two things that are generic predictions.
Okay.
Generic. We know this is going to be the year of VR.
Yes.
Okay. Not only that, but I think there's going to be talk of 4K. This is not a prediction. I just think that's going to be a buzz thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you know what? It's probably going to be video streaming 4K. Not actually gameplay, but unless you're talking about PC. Moving on, this is overall predictions. Nintendo will be making a comeback. Watching their Treehouse is going to re-energize people.
That's a bold one.
And the NX and the MH will actually bring them back into the fray.
Okay. And the other thing about the kind of broad overarching, like I don't think I could actually at the end of it be like, yes,
you're
you get a point for that.
That's why
these are separate.
Yeah. And the other one will be Microsoft will end up on top again on sales.
Because of E3 hype?
Because of E3 hype and because of the from E3 to the next E3, the amount of sales for the Xbox One versus the PS4. Amount of game sales, but they won't be better games. Those are my predictions. Okay, so now to actual predictions. So the
predictions.
First conference we're getting is Bethesda.
Yes.
Okay. So Bethesda, we are going to get lots of Dishonored 2 gameplay, and Dishonored 2 will be on the E3 floor to play as a demo.
Okay.
Some of these are kind of safe. We're starting off with safe ones.
Right. Gameplay, yes.
Yep.
Playable on the show floor, no.
So we're also going to have, this is a very safe one, but we're going to have more information about Fallout 4 Season Pass stuff, something big.
Okay. Well, what they have talked about, they said that the Season Pass was going to include the first 6 pieces.
Yes.
And we had little expansion, story expansion.
Yes.
I think that it will follow that same format of little expansion, big story thing.
Yeah. Doom multiplayer. They're going to have a big push for Doom multiplayer and new maps and ways of playing Doom multiplayer. Nope. Okay.
No. Doom multiplayer was not where that game shone.
Yeah.
That's not what people are talking about.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying that they're going to talk about it.
But
I feel like they're going to try to push it. I agree it's not where it shines, but...
Right, but see, and that's one of the things about Bethesda, and I'm not going to go on too long on this, but Bethesda listens and is much more in tune with what's working, what doesn't, and moves forward with what's working.
I will agree.
So I think that they will, if anything is announced about multiplayer, it will be in passing.
Yeah, I could see that. I see where you're where are you going with that? Because they have their finger on the pulse. So
Yeah.
I can totally see that. Elder Scrolls 6 will be announced.
That's a tough one. I'm sitting out.
Sit down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna predict one way or the other because
It's gonna be brief, but they're gonna announce it, and you're gonna have Elder Scrolls 6. They will not give a release date, but Elder Scrolls 6.
okay, no,
No. Not even a title.
no,
Okay.
not a title. it will not be mentioned.
Okay. Well, speaking of Elder Scrolls, I also believe there will be a remaster of Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Yes, because I want it, and that is the only reason. I just want that one because there. For those of you who've been watching for a while, you know that there's this little gap. Mm-hmm. I missed Red Dead Redemption. I missed the entire Mass Effect series. I missed Fallout 3, and I missed Skyrim.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones that.
Those are some really big ones.
And
you're gonna get Red Dead. You're gonna get Red Dead.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Red Dead 2 as well. Later on, we'll talk about that. Here's the long shots. So every section of these has a long shots. So
okay.
Long shots. Quake. The Return of Quake. It's a long shot. These we don't even have to score. I'm just throwing them out there because if I'm right, holy crap. We don't have to score these.
I don't know. I think the long shots.
You're okay with scoring.
Are double points.
Okay, double points. Quake. The Return of Quake will come out, and it will be similar to how Doom is in its just viscosity and everything, but it will be more. I don't know how to explain it. More tangible, because Doom has all these demons and stuff, and you're going to have a more tangible. Right. You're still, it's very gory still, but you're going to have Quake, and it's going to be more tangible. You know, the whole, the nail guns and stuff that Quake had. Yeah. So Return of Quake is one of my long shots. Another long shot, really big long shot. Fallout 4 multiplayer.
Ooh.
I said it's a huge long shot, but it's been done. Like it would be really cool. These are my wish list. This is my wish list.
Yeah, I can see that.
You see that? Not gonna happen. This is a long shot. I mean,
no.
We're not scoring.
The long shots. I'm just letting you
reacting.
Have.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just reacting to it.
Anything on Bethesda that you want to talk about before we?
Bethesda is somewhat of an enigma to me because they do a lot of things that I don't see coming. I have a difficult time predicting them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
In the same way that Rockstar has the money, has the backing, has the financial, basically they have their war chest that they can kind of sit on. They can make they go big or go home is kind of their thing. And so whatever they put out is just these monumental pieces, massive boulders that they roll down the hill, and it picks up everybody on the way. And I think I just said that they are Katamari Damacy.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
The game's about...
So Katamari Damacy from Bethesda.
Now on to EA for the section. So EA is another one of those it's more about the development than it is the studio, which is why one of my predictions is 15 minutes of sports. At least 15 minutes of sports.
Start your timers.
Yeah. I say at least. If you want to go higher, that's fine by me.
Right.
Because it could be between 15 and 20 minutes. I'm saying 15 minutes of, hey, look at all the 2K games, look at all this stuff, and there's a market for it. There is a big market for it out there for them, and I know that's why they're doing that. Redbeard was talking about it the other day.
The games sell huge, and they make a lot of bank off of them, especially the FIFA Ultimate Team crap.
Sure.
That gives them more money than apparently anything else they've got.
Yep. So, Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay.
Okay. I have the first gameplay footage of Mass Effect, so that is one of my predictions.
Okay, perfect.
So
perfect.
because I wrote that down beforehand, I can get full points for that.
You can get full points for that. So I will color code that differently. Red, because I'm like, man, I got the same thing as you. We've only gotten teasers, we've got a voiceover. I think that this will be interesting to see what they're going to do with this world and what they're going to do with gameplay-wise. I don't have a prediction on that, but I do have a prediction at least on the gameplay. The gameplay will be in there. Do you have another?
Well, I also have a prediction that's kind of tagging on to your. They're going to talk about sports balls. I predict that they will bring in a celebrity who has nothing to do with, nor have they ever been associated with video games. That person will reveal nothing about any game.
About any game.
About any game.
Okay, so if they actually reveal a game,
if the EA person who's talking to them can reveal something, but the celebrity who we won't know why they're there,
they can agree upon it.
They
or
can
whatever.
right, but they will not put forth any information about any game whatsoever.
EA could do this. EA could pull that off.
Hoop God.
Yep. Battlefield 1 gameplay. I think this is a relatively safe prediction.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 gameplay, possibly demo, at least gameplay, but there may be a demo as well.
I'll agree with the gameplay because that makes sense.
Yeah. This is one I'm really looking forward to because it's kind of refreshing. So I'm curious. I'm hopeful. We'll see how it goes. This one's really easy because I'm surprised we haven't gotten it yet by now. Titanfall 2 proper trailer.
Like a full-on trailer.
Like a full-on trailer, like cinematic trailer. We already know that it's going to have a single-player story mode, so I can't really predict that.
I want that's what I want to play. That's what I will be renting at Redbox and playing.
It's a great game. But it's so multiplayer driven that it's hard to get behind it if you're not already kind of in that zone.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction on that.
All right.
Suicide Squad game. And it's going to be horrible. It is going to be horrible, but there will be a Suicide Squad game announced.
I can get behind it's going to be horrible.
You don't
I am 100% on board for...
Yeah. That's my prediction.
Oh, God. Peter Moore, help us all.
Yeah. Long shots. This one, I don't think is too big of a long shot, but we're going to get first look at the new Star Wars game.
Okay.
And it's going to be the one we wanted. It's going to be the Kathleen Kennedy project. Like I said, this is a long shot.
I want it to be true.
Yep.
And so,
the long shots are specifically things like I want this to be true.
Yeah. I can see that.
Or it's like I don't know. At least in this one, it's I want it to be true.
Okay.
You think? What do you think?
If we're going for long shots and things we want to be true, the announcement that 1313 is back in development. That's the one we want more than. That's the one I want more than any other. Like Amy Hennig, I love her, and I will.
When I say Kathleen Kennedy, I meant Amy Hennig. Kathleen Kennedy's. The female leads here are just fantastic. Sorry, I meant Amy Hennig. I was thinking Kathleen Kennedy, who's heading the Star Wars cinematic universe.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I said that. I'm so glad that there's. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. So, you think it's?
I want 1313. I want 1313 to. You don't even have to give us a release date, a trailer, a screenshot. No, just tell me that game somewhere could be in my house.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, so put that down on yours. Another long shot, new BioWare IP is going to be announced. I don't have information on it because it's new, but that's my prediction is there will be a new BioWare IP.
All right. Yeah. I can be down with that.
Yeah. Something they've probably been working on a while. hopefully it's good, but they need something refreshing. So that's my predictions on EA. On to Microsoft. First prediction: Xbox and Windows 10 very much like the forefront of a lot of what they talk about.
Yeah.
And everything that they announce will be. I've said that before.
Yeah.
Everything that they announce during E3
for the Xbox One
will be playable on PC.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're pushing the UWP. They're pushing the integration between Xbox One and
they're pushing
PC.
everybody who has an Xbox One to buy a PC.
So,
yep.
That's my prediction. So,
all right.
Okay. Crackdown 3 release date.
Okay.
Spring next year.
All right. I have specifics. I have that we're getting release dates for Inside, which is the Limbo people, Crackdown 3 specifically, and then Cuphead.
Yeah.
Release dates for all three of those, and I have to get release dates for all three. I'm not going to say when they're going to come out,
lump them all together?
but I have to get a release date for all three to get the full point for this. Otherwise, I get a third of a point, and yes, I'm going granular on this crap.
Okay. Next one: Gears 4 gameplay and demo playable on E3 floor.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, that's I think that's a relatively safe bet.
Yeah.
Scalebound release date.
Okay. Yeah. Because they've said that it's coming out next year, early-ish, but that's something that's been at too many E3 conferences for them to ignore it now.
Yeah, I'm thinking around March is what I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm hopeful, but that's my feelings on it. They need it, and March and February tend to be a really big time for that the after Christmas release. So.
I think it'll be fun when that's seen as a play, because like right now, whenever people start announcing games for the fall, then like everything starts getting crowded real quick. That's starting to happen with spring, and it's like, oh, March, oh, I can't play that. I'm going to be playing this other thing. Yep. And so I can see them starting to announce spring games earlier, so that they get the mind share and people talking about it all the way leading up to it.
I can totally see that. I can totally see that.
So yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is relatively okay. So the next two are relatively ambiguous, but you can, or not ambiguous, but I'd say easy.
Well, cool, because I've got one that's like way the heck out there, and I'm going to petition you for triple points on this one.
The Slim will be announced, which we already know that
there's
rumors of Slims.
Yes, that is absolutely.
So the Slim will be announced, and there will be clarifications on Scorpio. The reason that I say both of these, Scorpio, if you guys haven't seen, Scorpio is the Xbox One Beefy that is rumored to be in development for probably summer next year or so.
Okay. But are they going to have the "get over here" and then announce that the Slim is available now?
The Slim will be available right now. The Scorpio, they'll have clarifications. The reason that I think that they will have this is their chance to say, here's the Slim and get it. We have something else coming, but there's a reason that you still need this, and you some of you want this, some of you want this.
Right.
Because VR and other reasons, and the Slim will be announced and be available right now.
The other reason that makes sense for them to go ahead and talk about Scorpio now is to take some of the wins out of Sony's sales, who are coming later, because Sony always goes after Microsoft.
Yes.
And 2 years ago, when they were doing the console announcements, by undercutting them in price, and doing that here's how you share games. Awesome.
It was great.
And so I think that they have become much more mindful of that. And so if they're able to come out with the Scorpio that is rumored to be more powerful than the Neo, that is something that they want to put out forefront and be like, drop the mic, what you got?
Yeah. They will be very specific to say, no, your Xbox One is great. I'm not going to go as far as
continue to.
Yes, and they will.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go as far as to say there will be some type of upgrade program. I've heard some people talk about that. If there was, that would be amazing, but we don't live in that candy-colored world, unfortunately. But that's what. So you're pretty much spot on with me. Announced.
Actually, I'm actually just kind of hungry for candy.
Sorry.
Doesn't happen often, but
Yeah.
I can go for some Reese's Pieces.
So you agree? You cool with me on this?
Yeah.
Okay. New Microsoft IP is announced.
Okay.
Which is
By whom?
possibly.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Possibly a third-party acquisition.
They say, hey, we've got this company now.
We have this company or this IP.
Okay.
That.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think? No.
No. It's a bit too specific.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna say it's either gonna be a new IP or a third party acquisition, because it's not.
See, I could sit here for about half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And talk about studios that Microsoft could or should buy.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
fine.
a different episode for a different
That's
time.
fine. I've got my long shots coming up. So
Right.
do you have anything?
So on Microsoft, this is my craziest one.
Okay.
That Game Company, which did Flow Flower Journey.
Yes.
Which should have been Flow Flower Flowist. Is on Microsoft's stage because they were contracted for three Sony titles. We have not heard from them in 4 years. Now is the time for them to release a game like within a year. I believe that their first cross-platform game will be announced on Microsoft's stage.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
And the other prediction is I'll buy it. Because because God, I love those guys.
It's possible, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna go as far as to say they'll be on Sony's stage, but I don't think Sony's done anything purposely to hurt them, to make them say I don't want to go. There hasn't been a big fallout, right?
No, there hasn't.
That's the only reason I say that.
There hasn't been a fallout, but that is based on what they're looking to do, what Microsoft is trying to do, and the fact that that game company can come out and it will be cross-platform. If there had been bad blood, then this could potentially be a Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah.
But I think that this could be a thing that they come out and they're like, hey, we have this game. Here you go.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
I just want them to announce a thing that I can throw money at.
Yeah. Minecraft 2. Minecraft 2. And also, we won't realize how much it sucks until later.
We already know how much it sucks.
So, that's my prediction. Minecraft 2. Yay? Nay? You don't think so?
No.
Right.
They're still getting... It's still in the top 10 best-selling digital titles.
Yeah.
If they're just gonna keep giving you money...
They're going to want to diversify. Minecraft 2.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't say I want it.
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think they just have to keep milking it until they figure out what to do with it, how to expand it, and until then, they're just going to keep cashing the check.
Sure.
So, no Minecraft 2.
All right. So, Ubisoft is the next one to have a conference.
All right.
Now, they have said Assassin's Creed is taking hiatus.
Right.
That does not mean they're not going to talk about it at E3.
Okay.
Because they will talk about it. They will tease the next Assassin's Creed, which will go
in Egypt.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Go back further in time, it will be in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They will also talk about the movie.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. I do have I have 3 Ubisoft predictions.
Okay, go ahead.
So first off, they are announcing a new AAA IP. Completely new, unrelated to anything else. New AAA IP. Second, they are also announcing Child of Light 2, or the sequel that is set in that universe.
and then I give them money. That one's a given. I don't get any points for that, but I'm giving them my money because yes, it will be in that universe, and I'm going to get really specific here. It's going to be a similar art style, similar all that, but Aurora will not be a playable character.
Okay, that's specific.
And then my third one is that Ubisoft is going to bring forward somebody that they found, and they're going to highlight them as they are the new indie developer. Because, I mean, if Ubisoft's publishing it, it's not indie anymore.
Nope.
Don't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're going to say, hey, we found this game.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, and that's kind of what Ubisoft can do.
Yeah,
Just like
they have the ability to do that, and every time I try to pronounce their name, it always runs into Guillermo.
Sure.
And then I want to say Del Toro. That's not right.
Yeah.
But anyway, those brothers, they push forward and they keep moving the art forward, and that's what I love about them.
I agree. I actually had on their new IP as well.
Okay.
So we got to share on that one. The Division will get a revamp.
Go on.
Free expansion, also revamping
Yes.
gameplay to get people not only interested in coming back, but to actually make it fun. No?
No.
No?
The backlash was too sudden. That didn't come out long enough ago for them to be able to put forward something concrete. And when Ubisoft comes forward and says, hey, we're fixing the Division, it's going to need to be about as long as Vanilla Destiny to, what was it, House of Wolves, House of Cards?
House of
The Card Wolves.
No, I could see that.
Taken King.
Taken King, yeah. The revamp. The reason that I put that on there is because it may not be the revamp. Obviously, and restructuring always happens in MMOs. You always have that kind of balancing. So it's going to be a mixture of that with them essentially giving out stuff they were going to be charging out for free before.
Okay,
that's really what it boils down to.
So free stuff.
Yep.
An announcement that they are working on the system and figuring out new ways to push forward things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they won't
yes.
straight up. They may or may not straight up say it, but the new big expansion stuff was actually something they were going to charge for. They're not going to charge for it.
Okay.
So that's really what it boils down to.
A bit subjective, but I'll let you have it and agree with you.
Yeah, we're for both subjective if it counts then. New Far Cry. Last Far Cry.
We got 4 and Primal pretty quick on the heels of each other.
Pretty quickly.
I don't think we're ready for 5 yet.
I think we're ready for 5. I think that.
I mean, yeah, buy
we're
it
ready
and
for
play
5.
it, but
it'll be teased.
No.
I also wrote more VR here, but that we already covered that. There's going to be lots of VR throughout a lot of this. Yeah. Fractured Butthole, the South Park game, will have a huge, and by huge, I don't mean not huge. You're going to see
Fractured Butthole is going to be huge this year.
You're going to see gameplay.
Okay.
This is where it comes into a bit of a long shot. Trey and Matt will show up again, making the 3rd year in a row.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I also really want to see that because they said last year they were like, we thought you were only going to do one game. And they're like, yeah, we realized how to make a game while we were making a game, so we figured we'd take our knowledge of making a game and make a game.
I have a prediction to tag on top of that.
Okay.
They're going to announce that what was the Stick of Truth?
Stick of Truth.
That Stick of Truth will be brought to new consoles with no improvements. No remastering, nothing whatsoever, except you can pay us again. That
would be funny.
Yes,
that'd be funny. I could.
And I would pay it.
I would
because
it's that good.
Yeah,
it's
because
really
like that came out when I got the PS4, I gave my PS3 to somebody else, and that came along late enough that I just missed it.
The combat system is good enough, and the story is like playing a South Park game.
Yeah, and it's
South Park episode.
the thing is, you don't have to have a 30-hour campaign to make us like a thing, and this was it's compact, it moves quickly,
Yes.
and you beat it, and it was fun.
Exactly.
From what I've heard, because like I said, like 30 seconds ago, I haven't played it, but I want to, and if they come out, if anybody would do that, they would do that.
They would do that.
That's my prediction.
That's a good one. On to Sony. There will be No Man's Sky will be shown
Yes.
on PlayStation VR.
No. Nope.
PlayStation VR, No Man's Sky.
Nope.
Nope. I thought I'd shoot a little bit.
And in fact, if VR, if this one does come out, you can take away double points from it because I am right on this one.
Okay. Red Dead 2 cinematic trailer, possibly gameplay, but definitely trailer. More than likely, just a trailer.
Think back to the release of GTA 5.
Uh-huh.
They gave us a screenshot. Then they gave us 3 screenshots.
Yeah.
Then they gave us 1 again. Then 5. Not a cinematic trailer.
Not gonna happen.
It's gonna be the barest of teases, and we're going to go mad
Because it'll just be
because
it'll just
yes!
be like it'll just say GTA 6 and then the whatever it is.
And then it like fades into the crisp burnt, comes back, and then it falls apart and becomes Red Dead 2. something crazy like that, where they tease one thing, and then it's, oh my goodness, the thing.
Yeah.
And like that does really play in well, specifically with the way that Sony did last year. They were like, the thing, the other thing,
Yeah. And it
the third thing.
Everyone's minds.
Yeah, and the.
This is another one that'll blow people's minds. Kingdom Hearts 3 release date.
Nope. Nope, not that one either.
Okay, if I this Sony may be where I'm at a lot of points then.
I have a bunch of Sony has been my wheelhouse for a long time, and so a lot of my stuff is specifically Sony.
Go ahead.
Okay, SquareSoft somehow manages to insert a brag about the hype for Final Fantasy 15 as part of their talking about it for their bit.
Yeah.
They somehow managed to say, we are so popular right now. Oh my god, you can't touch this. So popular.
Yeah. Oh, I can totally see that. See that.
But like that manages to be put forward as if it were an announcement. And I know that's very nebulous, but
I could see that.
I think
I could see them talking about the hype.
Yeah. And then the God of War reboot announcement. That one's been rumored, leaked, and everything. So like I can get a maximum of a half a point for that because we know that it exists.
Sure.
But I believe that they're going to do a reboot announcement with a cinematic trailer.
Mm-hmm. Same here, and I even have a title.
Do you now?
I have a title, and if I'm right on this, I will punch myself in the face on camera.
I wanted to do that. All right, go ahead.
Odin Slayer.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Norse God of War, Odin Slayer.
Odin Slayer.
Yeah.
All right. And then my last Sony-specific announcement is that there will be no Vita exclusive mentioned, and every sentence that includes the word Vita will have the word also, to, or and, some other type of inclusive but not exclusive word.
Agree.
Because they're going to say, and Vita, and also coming to Vita. Vita 2. Vita as well.
No, I agree with that.
And that's as much mention as us Vita owners are going to get this year at the Sony conference.
That's true. I also think we're going to get a little bit of The Last of Us 2 teased.
We're coming up on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's my first long shot.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay. And it looks amazing.
All right.
Safe enough?
Yeah.
Safe enough?
Yeah.
All right. Here's my long shot. Crash Bandicoot. Not only is it a remake of Crash Bandicoot, but guess what? This is where. So that's my prediction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my ridiculous swinging for the fences. It comes bundled with the 4K, PS4K, whatever, PS 4.5, whatever it's going to be called. Ridiculous prediction.
Yep,
ridiculous prediction. But in my dream world, you're going to get a new Crash Bandicoot, and if you buy the new PlayStation, it comes with it.
Okay.
The return of
The return of that crazy orange guy.
The PlayStation mascot is what he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
The return of Crash Bandicoot.
That guy.
If that doesn't make you crazy. So
I do have one more.
Nintendo.
I do have one more prediction that doesn't really fit anywhere else. Resident Evil 7 is releasing this year.
Yeah.
It will reboot the series and just be called Resident Evil.
I love that. I yes, and I bet it's on Sony.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I agree with that one. That'll be fun. I hate the renaming thing, but if it reboots it and it goes back to the horror,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. So Nintendo. Now we're on to Nintendo. Nintendo has their own special treehouse, as they're calling it.
Yep.
So we know there's lots of Zelda. So they put lots of Zelda. Count that.
Yeah, that's an announcement from Nintendo. That's not a prediction.
Also, because they already said Pokemon and Dragon Quest. Can't talk about that.
Right.
It's already been there. So I went for other things. Metroid Federation Force will be shown, and it actually doesn't look bad. It's still not what we want,
Yeah.
but the game actually doesn't look bad.
It's on 3DS. It's going to look bad.
It's not going to look that bad. It's that's my opinion on it. My prediction. You're still going to have people who are really, really butthurt about it.
The internet's going to get angry.
The
That is
internet-
also not a
the
prediction, and
internet
you
is
also
going
get
to
no
internet.
points for that.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Pikmin 4.
Okay.
I said before in the beginning of this Nintendo is going to really drum it up.
Okay.
Pikmin 4, which will be out on NX.
Okay.
A new Donkey Kong game,
Okay.
possibly a Diddy Racer.
Okay. I just have a new Donkey Kong that is a continuation of the 2D platformers, because those are gold.
They are
Like, those are so
they really
good.
are. They really are. They
And
just keep
they're
cranking those out.
hard.
Yeah.
And they're awesome.
Yes. Yes,
So.
they are. Okay, so slight swing for the fences. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nintendo is talking about third-party stuff. I feel like that's one of the things that's going to be shown. I don't know about anything else, but I feel like that's a possibility.
Okay.
You yes or
Yeah. Yeah.
now here's well, I guess this isn't. Well, I guess this goes along with it. There will also be other third party developers that they will
I can name one of them.
specifically. You can name one of them.
Yeah. Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Yacht Club wants so bad to be.
I can totally see
They
that.
want to be in the treehouse so
totally
bad.
see that.
They have a yacht, but they want to be in the
Yes.
treehouse.
I could see that one. There will be multiple third-party developers that because Nintendo's been courting these
Yeah.
guys, and I feel like that's gonna be shown on there.
So
Yacht Club.
multiple third-party announcements in the Nintendo stream. Is
Yes.
that the prediction?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. The NX and MH. I know the NX will be unveiled. All right, I believe that the NX will be unveiled. I would like the MH to be unveiled. No?
Yeah. No. They have been talking too loudly and for too long about
Yeah.
how they're not going to do it.
Okay.
And they really do, because of
because of the way that they do their directs, they have been trying to downplay E3 for a long time.
Yes.
And
they
so,
want to take the wind out of its sails.
Right. And so they want to keep their, whatever they say about the NX
The MH.
and the MH cannot be buried by other E3 news. It has to have its own stage. It has to be isolated.
Okay.
And that's how they're gonna push that forward.
Okay. Well, my other prediction was going to be, my prediction when we do hear about this, so this does stand, it's not like a just kind of a tacked on thing.
Okay.
When they talk about the NX and the MH, they will discuss integration of the two of them, like the PS Vita and PS4, but even better.
That would be awesome.
To the point where, like, they're talking about a new way. They've teased a new way to play.
Right.
There may, I'm hoping that there's not a gimmick involved. What I hope that their new way to play means we're gamers. We're always gamers. They may even say something to this, to the extent of this. You are always a gamer. We are always a gamer no matter where we are. Take it with you. And you show someone playing the console, and you show them like they showed in the Vita, where they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to work now. I'm gonna play my game."
Except they actually do it.
Except they
and they
actually
don't get sued.
it, and it actually works. And it actually works.
God, I want to live in that
and
world.
It actually works. That's my prediction, and that is the reason. If this happens, if this all culminates, Nintendo will be back in the playing with the big leagues. Third-party developers, their first-party stuff's always going to be great.
Yeah.
But that's my dream world of how Nintendo will make it happen. Because if that happens, if you say, here's your console, buy it. You want to? Oh, you buy the handheld, which we do handhelds. We're the best at handhelds. No one's better than us at the handhelds. We build the best. We build the best handhelds. They're gonna be huge. So you buy the handheld, and it makes your console even better, and you have the same thing, and the games are cross-buy.
We have a decent e-store.
Which will happen because of this.
It has to.
The e-store. So
God,
you will buy Monster Hunter or whatever game it is. You'll play Zelda. You'll buy Zelda, and you'll play Zelda, and you'll go, "Hey, I'm gonna go do whatever." Okay, and it may take like saving it real quick, but they're already synced.
Right.
And then you take it on the go with you, and you play. Now, it may require you to have already been playing it on the handheld beforehand, but we'll figure that out. That may be a slight problem on that, but integration the way we thought the Vita was going to go. And it's going to blow everyone's minds.
I like it, and I like it enough to agree that's the world I want to live in.
When It is. So let us know what your E3 predictions are. Tell us if we're way off base in something.
Yeah, definitely do that. And also, I'm going to be keeping score, so obviously I'm going to win, because if you keep score and lose, you're just bad at life. But yeah, feel free to yell at me and tell me how I was wrong. You know, next week when we find out how wrong we were. Yeah.
Well, you'll see it 2 weeks from now. But you can yell at us in the comments section.
It's the internet. It never closes.
Yes.
You can yell at us all day long. You can yell at us as our predictions are proven wrong.
Yes. Go into the chat down on YouTube and tell us how wrong we are while E3 is going on.
Yeah. We'll be watching.
We will. See you guys later.